Hi there, Paul here from Charity Hub. In this video, I want to show you how easy it is to use the comprehensive workflow automation capabilities of Charity Hub. Your business processes don't start and stop within one single system. They span and cross lots of other systems within your charity. Therefore, you need a digital platform that can support your cross-application workflows and processes. Many other charity applications don't allow your processes to easily span other systems. They work solely within their own little bubble, which can lead to manual data entry repetition, or even worse, slightly different versions of the truth within different systems within your charity. Since Charity Hub is built on the Microsoft Power Platform, we can leverage the capabilities of Microsoft Power Automate, which has literally hundreds of connectors for other applications. And not just Microsoft applications either, but things like Google Docs, Basecamp, MailChimp and SurveyMonkey, to name but a few. In fact, if your particular application has a programming interface, it's highly likely you can connect to it from Power Automate. Ultimately, what this means for your charity is that you can put Charity Hub at the heart of your business process, then extend out into other existing applications that you have to bring them together into one single seamless business process. And the cool thing about this is you can do it all yourself. There's no code. You can build extremely complex workflows that span all your disparate systems simply by dragging building blocks onto a page. Now, don't just take my word for it. Let me show you how easy it is to do that. So here I am in Microsoft Teams. Now, within the Charity Hub team, we've got lots of different channels. And what I would really like to happen is when a new donation occurs in Charity Hub, we get a notification in our latest donations channel within Microsoft Teams. I can achieve this very easily using Microsoft Power Automate. If I switch back into Microsoft Power Automate, the first thing I need to do is click New Flow at the top here. Now we can create lots of different types of flow within Microsoft Power Automate, but the one we're going to look at today is an automated cloud flow. The first thing we need to do is give this flow a name. So let's just enter donation notification, and then we need to choose a trigger. Now the trigger is going to be what initiates this flow. Some action occurs, this flow is triggered. And you can see as I scroll down the list there's lots of different source systems that we can actually hook into to trigger this flow. Now, the one we're going to use is what we call the Dataverse trigger. Now, remember, Charity Hub is built on the Microsoft Power Platform. So at the core of everything we do, we're looking back at the Microsoft Dataverse. So we want to use when a row is added, modified, or deleted from the Dataverse. And then we click Create. Now I'm on the flow canvas here. And you can see I've got this first step in here, which is the trigger. So the first thing I want to do is just rename this step. Always give our things meaningful names. And then I want to select the type of trigger. So I could do this when a new record is added or deleted or modified. We've got lots of different options on there. For the purposes of this example though, I just want this flow to trigger when a new donation is added. I then need to choose the table name to associate with this flow. So let's go with donations. I then need to choose a scope. So in this instance, I'm going to choose organization. And that's my trigger set up. So what we now have here is anytime a new donation is added to Charity Hub, this flow is going to trigger. But as it stands, it doesn't actually do anything. So what we now want to do is add some extra steps into here to actually post that notification to Teams. Now I can do that by clicking New Step. And now you'll see here are all of the different actions that I can choose from. Again, there are hundreds of different actions within Power Automate that we can choose from. What I'm going to choose here though is the Microsoft Teams connector, and I am going to choose the post to channel action. You'll see as soon as I do that, we get a new step in here. We're going to post this message as the Flowbot. I could change this and I could post it as me if I so wish, but let's just go with the Flowbot for now. And then I need to choose what I actually want to post this in. So I'm going to post this in a particular channel. Now let's choose the team that channel is in this case it's Charity Hub. And let's now choose the channel that I want to post to. In this case, it's going to be the latest donations channel. At this point, I now need to add a message. So what do we actually want to post into that channel? So let's just type in here. So we've got a new donation received, and let's add in some details about that donation. So we want to know who the donor is, and let's put the amount in there as well. Now you'll notice I haven't actually entered anything in there to dynamically insert the donor or insert the amount. We still need to add those things in. The way I can do that is by using this panel on the side here, and I can start to select any fields from any of my previous steps. So you can see here we've got the On New Donation step, the previous one. So I could select the amount field and add that in. And you'll see I get a placeholder added in there to represent my amount. On our donations in Charity Hub, yes, we store a reference to the contact, but it's exactly that. It's a reference to the contact. It's not actually containing the details of that contact itself. So if I was to go and put my donor field directly into that message now, actually what I would get is just the donor's unique ID. It wouldn't be very meaningful. So what I want to do is actually go and retrieve the details of that donor from Charity Hub. Now to do that, I'm going to add another step. So we'll add an action, and we're going to go with a dataverse action, and we're going to get a row by ID. Let's rename this step, and let's call this get donor details. And we're going to look this up from the contacts table. And the row ID that I want to retrieve is the unique ID for my donor. So now, if I go back to my Teams message, I can now go to my Get Donor Details fields, find the full name field, and add that in. Brilliant. So there's our new message. Let's just save that. Brilliant. So now that that's saved, anytime a new donation is created, we're going to get the donor details, and then we're going to post a message to the latest donations channel in my Charity Hub team, informing everybody that a new donation has been received. This is the donor name, and this is the amount. So let's see that in action. Back in Charity Hub, from my donations area, I can click New. I can select a new donation, and let's choose Abby as the donor. Let's put an amount in there of £100, and let's just choose one of Abby's payment methods. Let's go with card. Let's save and close that. And now, if we look back in Teams, under my latest donation channel, you'll see we've got a new message that's been submitted. So there's our new donation received message. We can see the donor is Abby, and we can see the amount is £100. Now that was a very basic example. We're literally listening for events happening in Charity Hub and posting that out to an external application, in this case, Microsoft Teams. I can start to get a lot more complex in what I do in Power Automate. I can start to add branching logic in there. I can put conditional statements in here, all based on the data coming back from Charity Hub. Well, hopefully that gives you a good insight into how we can combine Power Automate and Charity Hub to achieve some very powerful automations. If you would like to discuss particular scenarios that you have, please don't hesitate to get in touch. Thanks for watching.